What's going on, guys? Big up the Hex here, bringing you a different video than what I usually upload to this channel. As you guys know, obviously it's Ultimate of Optic stuff for the majority of the time, and in stream highlights, if that's what you call them. But today I wanted to do a react video to one of the first interviews I ever did. This was a 2011 interview when we were getting like really deep into esports, and it was the first time that I literally sat in front of a camera and answered questions. Right? I will say ahead of time, in my defense. Angelos, who was the guy interviewing me, told me to look at him instead of the camera, and he didn't position the camera where he should have in order to make that sort of anyway, it doesn't matter. Let's get right into it without any further ado. Let the cringe begin. Oh my god, the old Optic Gaming intros. I used to love these. I used to release a different one every single year, and that was like its own thing. If I could go back and teach myself a lot of things, it would be a lot of things. Okay, let's just say that in 2011, which is when this video was recorded. And to give you a little bit of background, this video was recorded as an interview at MLG Rally of 2011. This was when we had just done the Eon Interactive agency with Envy. So there was an Envy team, an Instinct team from Halo, and Optic, all wearing the same jerseys in their respective colors with their respective logos. Let's get into the interview right off the bat. Let the cringe begin. Yeah, so the ESFI World, that was the name of the news outlet. It's gone away. All right, right here, I'm gonna give myself a break, okay? Because right here, the interviewer told the interviewee, me, to not look into the camera, to look at him. But he didn't position himself in a position to make this sort of shot work. But let's get to it. Look at me, my goodness.
ESFIworld.com.
Hey, Angelos.
Hi, Angelos. A big Optic Hex.
Big Optic Hex here from Optic Nation, Optic Gaming.
Why am I smiling like this? It was like this deep into the conversation. It's like literally 24 seconds.
How are you liking the event so far?
So far, it's good. I think that the storm had a lot to do with the low attendance. It's not as packed as previous events have been. So
all right.
overall,
So look.
pretty good.
Look. Let me not pause myself in a very. I mean, anything where I pause is gonna look weird. But look, right there. There's no reason why I should have brought up the low attendance. Like that's something that I would never do in this day and age, right? You're trying to promote an event for it being like super powerful, and then at the time, Call of Duty was just starting to gain its traction, right, on the scene. I think this was like the year that they first brought the Call of Duty back as a featured, esport. But it was definitely StarCraft. It was StarCraft, Halo, and Call of Duty. And Call of Duty was still like the smaller portion of the event. But I would there was a storm. A lot of people didn't show up, and he didn't ask me why the tournament had low attendance. I answered that question without him asking me it, and I would never do that in this day and age.
Pretty good turnout.
Now, as the founder of Optic, you've been around for quite some time.
Mm-hmm.
How did you first get into all of this?
All right. Well, I'm not the founder of Optic. I did take over Optic, and then we started making videos on YouTube, and that's it all trickled down to that. Actually, my brother. If it wasn't for my brother, Optic.
Okay. What was the question?
Founder of Optic.
Quite some time.
Mm-hmm. Still a pretty good.
Let's see the question.
Pretty good turnout.
Because I don't think I answered it.
Now, as the founder of Optic, you've been around for quite some time.
Mm-hmm.
How did you first get into all of this?
Oh, okay. So I did answer it in a way. I should have corrected him on the founder of Optic because I do consider myself a founder of Optic. Just because I wasn't one of the first ones doesn't mean that I'm not a founder. So it's
my brother. If it wasn't for my brother, Optic Tumors, we wouldn't be where we're at because he's the one that pushed me to get the capture card and start doing that. But I don't know. We just our friend Grizz, who we've known since Call of Duty 2, started making videos, and we decided to go that route. So
see right there. How did I get into all that? The question was, how did I get into Optic and this thing? In this scenario, I would have totally just focused on esports as opposed to like the overall brand and what our core competencies were at the time. I did like the fact that I brought up the reason that we started making videos was because of my brother, and then essentially.
And as MLG comes around and MLG is bigger and MLG picked up Call of Duty, how did you guys transition from just YouTube communities, everything like that, into more competitive gaming?
Well, originally we started as a game battle team, just like any other team, and I think that's that gave us an edge when we started doing our own thing on the YouTube side because we're an organized team. So that competition level was always there. Obviously not at the professional level, but once we established ourselves in the YouTube community as a good brand, we decided to reach out to a competitive player like Nadeshot, and then Nadeshot he played a major role in getting the team that we currently have now.
See, right here, the reason that I didn't bring up Nadeshot as part of the team is because by that point, who he brought on, Merck and whatever, had dropped them to pick up, I believe, Big Timer. I don't remember. I'm not clear. I should be totally clear on this. Anyway, so at the time, he wasn't a part of that. In fact, during this event, we lend Envy Nadeshot so Nadeshot can compete for Envy this event. But at the time, I was like super ingrained in teaching him like the YouTube way, so he could be that, right? I felt bad that he's the one that came onto Optic to help the team, and then immediately he got replaced, so I couldn't just let him go. So I was super into that.
Okay, and that actually my next question. With so many players in the Call of Duty community and so many different personalities, how do you manage everything for your players and your team aspect for competitive?
Well, that's pretty easy. No, just by delegating, I give a lot of.
That's something that I don't do anymore. Those sort of jokes, like, oh, it's pretty easy. Like you can expect a reaction from the camera guy who's not even on camera to say something. So that at that point, it just it sort of loses it. Yeah, the viewer here, in my opinion, myself, like I did see the jokes, so I do get it, but I don't think I would continue to do that.
And trust in the team to manage itself.
Still do that.
I don't like to step in and say anything. I mean, they've had a winning chemistry way before they became a part of Optic, so there was no reason to
still do that.
That's pretty much the way I thought about it.
Now, as competitive Call of Duty grows, how do you see, where do you see Optic in a couple of years? Like, how do you take that?
Well, I definitely see us still here. It's the competitive.
What a question! Let's listen to that again.
The competitive circuit is something.
Well,
I definitely see us still here.
Now, as competitive Call of Duty grows, how do you see, where do you see Optic in a couple of years? Like, how do you take that?
This was 2011. It's 6 years later. We're still here.
Something I'm very, very much interested in, and that's we want to grow eSports as big as the community can grow, and I think that as the years progress, it's going to be a very big thing. It's going to be a part of
holy shit, man!
Like any other sport does.
Think about that. Think about this at the time, right? I just quit work. I've started to really dive into this and making esports like a super focus. And at the time, you got to think about it. There was no chairs for Call of Duty at this event. There was no chairs. It was just a feature station, which was the main stage for them. And for me to have like this vision or this goal in mind that one, we were still going to be around, and two, that we were going to help, Call of Duty grow and esports as a whole grow. Like, holy shit! It's insane to me that how far we have come. Both as an organization and as a team. As an organization in esports. My God.
No, I know actually Hastro, mentioned it a while ago about competing overseas against other teams.
Yeah.
Think
about that.
Optic would be interesting.
Oh, absolutely.
At that time, we hadn't even traveled.
When I say Optic, I'm talking about Eon as a whole.
Okay.
We're going to try to do some sort of exchange program. We actually want to get Instinct out to Europe to see if there's any Halo.
See, right there, Instinct was so dominating at the time. It was the Ogre 2, Pistola, and then Lunchbox and his brother. Fuck, what are those? Roy and Lunchbox.
So teams out there that can compete because they're running through everyone here, and there's no Halo team that can compete against them. So since we can't find them,
we ended up losing, I think, this event.
Hopefully we'll
in
find
Halo.
Some sort of.
Think about that. At that time, it was just Call of Duty and nothing that.
Somewhere outside overseas.
And I was super cocky about it.
Stands for more than just the team.
Yeah.
Can you speak on anything related
Eon
to that?
is not an acronym.
It's not. It was never an acronym. It was an Envy Optic Instinct. It was only Eon. Eon and
EON. I can see why a lot of people were like Eon, Envy Optic Instinct, or Envy Optic Nation.
Yeah, it was never that case.
Some other things,
all the variations, but
it was never ever that case.
Eon.
Holy shit! Look how round my face is, though.
Okay,
very clear skin, though.
Said, Raleigh's going well. What are your chances at Raleigh? How do you guys feel so far?
We feel very confident. That I feel confident because my team feels confident. They're 3-0 right now.
We ended up losing.
Our teams are actually 3-0 Optic, 3-0 Instinct. They're playing right now. Right, as they're playing right now, I'm pretty sure they're gonna come up with a win. Hopefully, I'm not jinxing them. Is this wood? No.
Knock on emoji.
What was that? Look at this little look at that little wink at the camera. Like what? likable individual right off the bat. I like him. He's looking into the camera. He's smiling. He's not taking himself too serious. I dig 2011 Hex, man. 31-year-old Hex. Holy shit.
Emoji.
Yeah. But yeah, I feel pretty confident. At least in top
cheeky bastard.
Okay, and would you guys ever look to get any other teams in any other games?
Absolutely, we're gonna be.
Don't say
reaching out
that.
to
Don't
some
say
StarCraft
it.
people very soon.
See?
Okay, so
That's why you don't say that. That's why you don't answer that question. Because if shit falls through, I would that sort of thing, that sort of mistake in this day and age you guys would not let it fly. You guys would not allow me to say something and then not follow through with it. Like, holy shit. We ended up never following through on that, on the StarCraft 2 opportunity.
so as you guys move into the StarCraft 2 scene, what do you guys?
Maybe I had something. Maybe I was sending a message to somebody. Maybe I was just, I don't remember, but maybe I was just saying that to make somebody back off of something, or maybe I don't know. I don't remember.
Looking for exactly.
We're looking for
I'm not saying that I do that.
a personality and a good player above all things.
Same.
Not necessarily a champion at first, but somebody that has the potential to grow into a champion. I think that personalities in the esports community is something that we need to have more of.
Holy
the more
shit!
excited the players get,
I was
the
a
more excited
fucking
the crowd
genius
get,
back
the more
then.
excited the fan base is going to grow. You know, people don't just want to see somebody win; they want to
Yeah.
see somebody win with style. And if it's entertainment, it's going to sell.
Absolutely. Holy shit. All right. So pretty much everything that we've said all along, everything that I said all along, like, happened, right? Like, it was all about building personalities within esports to do this. That is fucking insane.
Could we ever see an Optic gaming house?
Oh, that's yes, absolutely. That's always been something that I've been working towards. I want to get at least a summer house for them to, when they're not.
Jesus,
when they're not,
man, think
going to
about
school or
that.
competing, because a lot of these guys are just
It was
now going to college, they still have
2013,
jobs, and,
2 years after this interview
again,
that
big
we
enough, we're
moved
gonna
in.
have
Holy
an Eon
fuck.
house, not just an
All right. So
Optic house. We're gonna have a LAN setup.
Look, even still to this day, right? I don't think we have that LAN set up, right? At the time it was being invented, it had not existed in our world, okay? In the content creation world, it existed in Korea and all that, other training houses. But my vision was very, very specific that it was not that, and it hadn't been built. And holy shit, why did it take fucking 2 years to make it happen?
And then out of that, we're gonna turn it into a reality TV show as well.
Oh my God, Vision. Hello, had already thought about it. Hitch,
Reality TV
get off me.
Yeah.
Why not? I remember. I knew. I said why not.
You're missing that, right? Not, something not too far from Jersey Shore, but right along those lines. No, obviously no R-rated stuff.
See, there we go. Still from the beginning, okay, from the beginning, politically correct. Okay, people may criticize, people may not like it. Okay, but I don't care.
But I think following the life of an everyday gamer, a professional gamer, is going to be something that's very interesting. I mean, even following somebody that does the YouTube thing as a full-time job, and the process of getting
Fuck
gameplay,
my God,
talking
I was
about
a fucking
gameplay and
genius.
uploading to YouTube, how they manage their time is something that's been a wonder for a lot of people.
It's almost sort of like Ultimate Gamer, like WCG, just everything combined, just an all-in-one.
Way better.
All that combined times 10.
My man, thank you.
Okay, and I guess.
Holy shit.
Is there anything else that you'd like to talk about before the?
I'd just like to thank you guys for having me on. Appreciate it.
All right, thanks. Optic Head.
Don't do my
Next time,
outro.
this has been
Oh
Max.
my God.
Peace.
Would not do that now. Can you imagine me ending a video or an interview saying I'll see you guys tomorrow as usual as per usual at the same time? Oh my God. But listen, how crazy was that, man? Like, even hearing myself talk about, because I haven't seen this. I literally like found it, and I'm like, I'm not gonna click it because I want it to be fresh in my mind when I do this video. But it ended up oh my God, it's crazy how far. It's 6 years, guys, since I did that interview. Hadn't had a team house, hadn't had an expansion into other esports, and the core values have always stayed the same, right? Personality driven, like, content. Look, it's my video, okay, and I know that. Oh my God, look at this fucking hair, by the way, guys. So that my barber effed me up. Hey, but refocus, okay? But the fact that I thought about it and I followed through with the plan and it worked is like beyond me, man. Like I can't tell you how thankful I am for everybody that's followed us through this fucking crazy ass journey, because it's been crazier than ever. But man, it's crazy. I did like the part that I said that we don't necessarily need to get a championship team right off the bat, but somebody that has the potential of winning and building them up into champions. Like I still to this day, it's one of my core values to my very end. Yes, we tried out the Halo thing for a very long time before we got the opportunity to acquire the Halo team. The good thing about the Halo team is that we were already friends with them, so that made it easier for the transition to happen. But it's crazy that I've always had the mentality of like, you know what, build it up, man. If you build it up, the storyline follows a little bit better. But anyway, I'm gonna end the video right here, guys and girls. Thank you for tuning in. If you guys enjoyed it, leave a thumbs up or leave some suggestions. I was thinking of continuing to do something like this and just like legit just going through everybody's first interviews and videos and just like judging it very harshly. I also want to go through the Optic Nation through the Optic Nation archives and then go through some of those videos. But that's gonna do it for me today, guys. I'll see you guys on the next one. I don't have an outro. Until next time, as always, this has been Optic X. I'm out. Peace.